removed on right forearm. More to follow on Gangbusters Clues.
Gangbusters, the only national program that brings you authentic police case histories, has asked Captain O. Thornton Link, former Chief of Detectives, Police Department, Danville, Virginia, to narrate by proxy tonight's case. Captain Link.
Thank you, and good evening, Gangbusters listeners. It was about 10 minutes to 9 on a pleasant winter morning of February 1954 when John Wilson approached the front door of the Danville, Virginia bank in which he worked. He inserted his key in the door. As he opened the door, he heard footsteps behind him.
I'm going in with you, Mr. Wilson.
Oh? Oh, one of the messengers from the main bank?
Never mind the questions. Move on in.
Hey, be careful with that gun.
I'll be careful. Inside and shut up.
Look, what do you want from me? I'm just an employee.
Sure you are. You know the combination of the vault, too. You're going to open it for me.
But I don't know the combination.
Look, Mr. Wilson, I happen to know that you're the only person besides the manager who does know the combination. Now, you want me to use this gun?
All right.
Well, let's get to the vault. Go on, you lead the way.
You know you won't get away with this.
I ain't worried. Okay. Now open it. No funny business.
Here you are.
Okay, mister. I'll open the door myself.
Come on.
Oh, you want to play rough, do you?
Stupid hoodoo.
I warn you. Next time, maybe you'll listen.
Within a few minutes, Gangbusters listeners, the lone bandit looted the bank vault of almost $35,000. About 5 minutes later, another employee arrived at the bank, found the injured man on the floor, and immediately called police headquarters. I answered the alarm, taking Sergeant Lewis Hance with me. John Wilson had not yet been moved, and I remember bending over to talk to him. How do you feel now, Mr. Wilson?
Not so good. My head, I'm so dizzy.
An ambulance is on its way. Should be here any minute.
I tried to stop him.
Can you remember what he looked like, Mr. Wilson?
Not too well. Oh, my head.
Maybe we'd better save this questioning for later.
No, I'll tell you what I can. He knew all about me and the bank. I never saw him before. He kept a muffler around his chin, but I'd recognize him again.
How tall was he?
Oh, about like me. Short.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's the ambulance, Mr. Wilson. Good. I'll be down at the hospital to talk to you later.
Well, Captain.
Yes, Lou, what did you find out?
There's someone outside that might be able to help us. A girl.
Okay, let's go see. Oh, wait a second. Here's the ambulance crew. It's right over there, Doctor, near the vault. About the girl. Where'd you say she is?
We're waiting outside.
Good. Come on.
Here she is. You can talk to her yourself. All right, everybody, step back. Miss, this is Captain Link.
Oh, hello. Say, this is a big robbery, isn't it?
Pretty big.
When I went to the movies last week, there was a robbery in it. The police never were able to find out who did it.
Look, Miss, suppose you tell the captain what you told me.
Oh, yeah. Well, my mother sent me to the store. We were going to have breakfast, and we didn't have any bread. I lived just a few doors away from the bank. Anyway, when I left the house, I noticed a red laundry truck parked across the street.
Now, what time was that, miss?
Well, I already told the sergeant. It was about 8:45.
Go on.
Well, when I came back from the store, maybe about 10 after 9, there was this big crowd, and the laundry truck was gone. And that's all.
I see. Well, thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Oh, it's all right. Say, why don't you call in one of those private eyes? In this movie, I saw the police never could solve the case, but the private eye, he was able to tell them...
Yes, I saw it.
Oh.
If you'll give your name and address to the officer by the door.
Oh, sure.
Tom, take this girl's name and address, will you? And thanks again. Come on, Lou.
You're going to trace the truck?
Yeah. If we can find that driver, he might have seen something that'll give us the line on the holdout man. It's a beginning, anyway. 16, 16, 18, 16, 22. There it is, Lou. House with a little white fence.
Right. It's a nice little place, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Come on.
I sure hope that laundry driver can tell us something.
So do I. I was counting on finding some fingerprints in the vault. But no luck.
Fancy door knocker, huh?
Don't know why people have them. No one ever uses them.
Decoration. My wife made me buy one, too. She says it makes the door look needed. Wonder if he's home.
I hear someone coming.
Yes?
Floyd Skeers?
That's right.
I'm Captain Link. This is Sergeant Hance.
Police?
That's right. May we come in a minute?
Well, Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Thank you.
Yeah, what can I do for you? You selling tickets?
No, Mr. Skeers. We wanted to talk to you about the bank robbery this morning. You know about it?
Yes, I heard. So you'll have to excuse the apron. I was just fixing dinner. I always do my own cooking. Well, what about the bank robbery?
Well, we found out you had your laundry truck parked not far from the bank, just a little while before the robbery.
Yes, I did. A matter of fact, I usually stop in the bank the first thing in the morning to get changed, but this was my pickup day, and I didn't need any. And any other day, and I might have been right there.
Did you see anything unusual? A man running, maybe? A car leaving in a hurry?
No, not a thing, Sergeant. My dog, he wants to come in. I'll let him wait. No, I was way down on Main Street before I even knew about the robbery. Wasn't there anyone else around?
No one but you.
Hey, that's too bad. I wish I could help you. I think I better let him in. We'll scratch half the paint off the door.
We'll be going anyway.
Thought I'd forgot you, boy, huh?
He's a nice dog.
Yeah, he sure is.
Well, thanks, Mr. Skeers.
Oh, that's all right. If I think of anything further, I'll get in touch with you.
Yes, do that. Goodbye.
Bye.
What do you think, Captain?
I don't know. Guess there was no reason for him to lie, yet something about him almost seemed too friendly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I sort of sensed it myself.
What now?
I'm not exactly sure. Better check on what hoods are in town. Find out what they were doing this morning. Better find out if anybody's spending more money than he earns, too.
Sounds like a lot of legwork.
Good for the muscles, Lou. Good for the muscles. The search was on, Gangbusters listeners. Local, state, and federal authorities combined forces in a roundup of all suspicious characters and all possible leads. Roadblocks were set up, and planes of the Civil Air Patrol flew over backwoods areas hoping to spot any automobiles that deliberately avoided the blocks. 8 days went by, during which several leads were followed and then dropped as false. Then, in a small restaurant on one of Danville's side streets...
Hey, you over there at the bar. Me? Yeah, come here a minute. What do you want? You hungry? Sure I'm hungry. Why? Sit down here. Have a meal on me. What? Sit down and eat. Well, you mean you're going to snake me? Sure. Be my guest. Sit down. You sure there's no catches? Go on. Order anything you like. Okay. I only got a quarter. I was just going to have a hamburger. I'll take the turkey. Say, what's the idea? This is a celebration? Yeah, sort of. I always said if I ever made a strike, I'd set up a big meal for some guy who needed it every night for a week. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. I was hungry once, Buster. I know what it's like. Sure thing. And what'd you do? A business deal come through? Well, you might say. Hey, waiter, bring this man the turkey. Yeah, I had a good business deal. And there'll be more coming, too. Ah, that's good. A nice guy like you. A nice guy like you, he should always make out.
All right, Mo. Let's see the captain now.
What do you want from me? What'd you pick me up
You'll
for?
find out. Just relax.
I didn't do nothing. I swear I didn't.
You can tell that to the captain.
You cops, you all alike. You pick up a guy who's mind his own business. Big deal, Captain. What am I supposed to do, Bao?
Just take it easy. Come in. All right, Mo. You first.
Don't shove, that's all. Don't shove.
All right, sit down over there, Mo.
Hello, Mo.
Nice going, Mo. He does a better job of acting each time.
Well, you know how it is. A guy can't be too careful.
All right, Mo. Go ahead and spill what you know.
Well, it's like this. There's a guy. His name is Jerry Keaton. For the last week now, he's been spending a lot of dough. He even spent some on me. He said it was a business deal, but it sounded kind of fishy to me. I thought you better know. You told me to be on the lookout.
About an hour later, Jerry Keaton was picked up in Danville's business section. He was soon in my office at police headquarters.
There you are, Keaton.
Thanks. I was real thirsty.
All right, you had your glass of water. Now let's start all over again.
But I told you guys are crazy dragging me down to headquarters. I didn't do anything.
Where'd you get the dough you've been flashing?
I earned it. Where do you think?
Come off it, Keaton. We checked. You haven't worked for 2 years.
But it's true.
Now listen to me, Keaton. You're in real trouble. The only way you'll get along is to tell the truth. Now, where'd you get that money?
All right, I'll tell you. I didn't want to say.
I'm listening.
An uncle of mine died in Australia and left me his fortune. He started out as a newsboy and worked his way up to...
Cut it out, Keaton. Now, you better listen. A man may die because of that holdup, and if he does, no Australian uncle is going to help you.
Sure.
Get him out of here, Lou. Turn him over to Kelly. Have him booked on suspicion.
All right. Come on, Keaton.
Look, you guys can't hold me. I don't know nothing about no bank job. I told you.
Detective Division, Captain Link. Oh, hello, Tom. Oh, what's that? I see. All right, thanks. Lou, can you come back here a moment?
Kelly's putting him in his cell right now, Captain. Might be our man, all right.
I'm not so sure now.
Why?
Just got a call from Tom Haynes. He just found out from a neighbor of his that this neighbor's brother-in-law lent a .32 automatic to a friend for some target practice. Never got it back. Friend said he lost the gun.
Well, what's that got to do with Keaton?
Just this. The name of the friend who first borrowed and then lost the gun is Skeers. Floyd Skeers.
Skeers, the laundry driver?
Mm-hmm. Our innocent friend, the laundry driver.
Back to Gangbusters in a moment. Tomorrow night, Lou Ayres plays the role of Sigmund Freud when the Radio Hall of Fame focuses a dramatic spotlight on the crisis of the famous scientist's controversial career. Hear how Dr. Freud faced his personal dilemma, whether to drown his curiosity about mental medicine and stay within the conventions of his day, or to follow his astonishing inclinations and court ridicule or worse from the established members of his profession. CBS Radio presents the Radio Hall of Fame tomorrow night on most of these stations with your host, Edward Arnold. Now, back to Gangbusters and Captain O. Thornton Link, formerly Chief of Detectives, Police Department, Danville, Virginia.
Once the unexpected information on Floyd Skeers was received, Gangbusters listeners, a new element had entered the case. Almost immediately, a check was begun on Skeers's background and financial condition, and the next day, in my office... Come in. What'd you find out, Lou?
Good deal, Captain. First, Skeers has always been a quiet, respectable guy. Nothing unusual about him.
Well, that's no help.
But that's not all. Just yesterday, he paid off a bank loan he's owed for a long time, and he bought himself a flock of new clothes.
Oh, he's spending money, too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, just a minute. Detective Division, Captain Link.
Are you in charge of the detectives?
Yes, ma'am.
I told them I didn't want to talk to anyone but the man in charge.
I see. What can I do for you?
Well, I found a gun.
What's that?
A gun. I found a gun behind my house.
What kind of gun?
Oh, I don't know, a gun. Listen, are you sure you're the man in charge?
Yes, Let me have your name and address, ma'am. I want to come down to see you.
Here we are, Captain.
Yes. The woman out in front must be the one who phoned me.
Are you Captain Link?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I was getting real nervous with that gun around.
Where is it?
Oh, I didn't touch it. Wouldn't dare touch it.
That's very wise, ma'am. Now suppose you show me where it is.
All right. It's around behind the house. Come on, I'll lead the way.
Right, ma'am.
They didn't want to let me talk to you at first. But I always insist on talking to the man in charge. The way to get things done.
Nice lawn you have here.
Yeah. High school boy comes by and looks after it. Oh, you see that little brook behind the house? It's where I found the gun.
How'd you happen to find it?
Well, there's a place in the brook where I like to dip out water sometimes for the flowers, but it's all blocked up with twigs and things. I started to try to clear it out. Here we are. Isn't it pretty here?
Yes, ma'am. Where's the gun?
Oh, well, if you'll bend down here, this is where I was clearing out the twigs that's at the bottom.
Yeah, I see it. I'll get it out, Captain. Go ahead.
Oh, be careful. Don't point it at me.
Don't worry, ma'am, I won't. Here you are, Captain.
It's a 32.
You think someone lost it?
That's possible. Excuse me a minute, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, Captain.
Good day. This is just about 2 blocks from his house. What time does he get through with his route?
We ought to be home now.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's thank the lady and go pay Skeerce a visit.
Yes?
Can we come in, Mr. Skeerce?
Hi, the captain again. Sure. Sure, come on in.
Thanks.
Yeah, make yourselves at home. Want me to fix some drinks?
No drinks, Mr. Skeerce. We want to talk to you.
Sure. Well, you might as well sit down.
We'll stand.
Oh. Well, I'll sit down then. Tough day. Now, what can I tell you? I think I gave you all the information I had, but if there's anything else...
There is. Ever see this gun before?
No, I never saw it before.
And then where's the 32 you borrowed?
Oh. Well, you heard about that.
Yes, we did. Where is it?
I think I'll fix myself a drink. I lost it. One day I had it, the next day it was gone. You sure you don't want a drink?
No, thanks.
I wanted to take some target practice. That's why I borrowed it.
Did you know the man at the bank says the gun used on him was a 32?
Oh, no, wait a
minute. And he says that whoever held him up knew the bank's routine very well, especially their morning routine.
Oh, look, I don't know anything about that holdup. Just what I told you, nothing more.
Then why did you try to hide the gun?
I didn't. I told you. I lost it.
In someone's backyard.
I don't know anything about it. Maybe somebody found it, and then maybe he dropped it in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
You got no right to question me like this. I haven't done anything.
Then you've got nothing to be afraid of, have you?
That's right. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Sit down, Mr. Skeerce.
All right. Look, I'd be glad to help you if I could, but there's nothing I can do.
That's what you said before. Where's your telephone?
Right over there on the table. You can use it if you want.
Thanks. Lou?
Here, Captain.
Call the hospital. See if Mr. Wilson, the bank employee, is well enough to come down to headquarters for a lineup.
Right. Hey, what are you going to do?
Give you a fair chance, Skeerce. You said you had nothing to do with that holdup. All right, I'll see if you're telling the truth. I'll see if John Wilson recognizes you.
You can't make me come down to headquarters. You'll have to arrest me to do that.
But that's exactly what we're doing, Mr. Skeerce. You're under arrest. Sure you're up to this, Mr. Wilson?
Oh, yes, I'm all right. I'm anxious to see the man apprehended.
I think we've got the right man for you. Sit down here, Mr. Wilson. I'll come out and get you as soon as we're ready for you.
Fine.
Oh, so there you are. How long is this farce going to go on?
Not much longer, Mr. Skeerce. Who'd you get for the lineup, Lou?
Three of the boys, Haynes, Cook, and Jensen.
Good.
I got Jerry Keaton, too. I thought it'd be a good idea to have him in on this.
Fine. Where are they?
Waiting outside the other door.
All right, go bring him in.
Right.
All right, come on in, fellas.
You too, Keaton.
I'm getting tired of being pushed around
It'll
here.
be over soon. Come on, over this way.
All right. Now, you, Scarce, and you, Keaton, here's what I want you to do. These other three men are detectives. Wilson doesn't know any of them. They're all about the same height and general shape as the man we're looking for. I want you to line up with them, and when Wilson comes in, I want you to stand perfectly still. Understand?
Yeah, sure.
How about you, Scarce?
Well, I understand, but I don't like it.
I'm not asking you to like it, I'm asking you to do it. Okay, get in line. Lou, get Wilson.
We're all set, Mr. Wilson.
Good.
Now, when we go in, you'll see 5 men. Look at them carefully and try to pick out the one that hit you over the head.
You're sure it's one of them?
Well, you're the only one that can tell us that.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, Mr. Wilson. Here they are. Look at them carefully.
I don't have to, Captain. There he is. Right there. There's the one.
Keaton. He's pointing to Keaton.
He's crazy.
Are you sure, Mr. Wilson?
Yes. I'd never forget him. It's him, all right.
All right, thank you very much.
Is that all?
That's all for now. I appreciate your coming down.
It's all right. It's all right.
Thanks a lot, men. You can go, too. Keaton, stay where you are.
How about Skiers? Don't let him out of here.
It's eating you, Keaton.
I'm not taking the rap for both of us. That's what's eating me.
You mean Scarce was in on it with you?
You bet he was. If I get set up, so does he. I'm spelling.
Oh, you
dirty
squealer. Hold it, Scarce. Hold it. All right, Keaton. What's the story?
It was his idea. He knew the bank. He got the gun. He drove me to the bank in his truck. I went in, I pulled a job, and walked to the truck, and we drove away.
He's lying. I never saw him before.
Sure, you never saw me before. How's your dog? Do you still keep your liquor on that table in your living room?
All right. It's true.
What about the money, Scarce? Where is it?
I'll show you. I'll take you to it. For a year, I planned it. Seems so easy and so perfect.
Not perfect enough, Scarce. It never is. Lloyd Scarce led the detectives to a garage behind a vacant house located near his. There, beneath a thin layer of soil, the officers found a pillowcase bulging with the stolen money. The next day, March 1st, 1954, the grand jury returned indictments charging both men with armed robbery. They received speedy trials and were sentenced to long terms in prison, which they are now serving.
Thank you, Captain O. Thornton Link, former Chief of Detectives, Police Department, Danville, Virginia. And now, Gangbusters Nationwide Clues, broadcast every week to assist American police in their war against the underworld. Attention all citizens. Be on the alert for a convicted murderer, Patrick Eugene McDermott, wanted by the FBI for unlawful flight to avoid confinement. Listen carefully to his official description.
Age 56, 5 feet 4 and a half inches, 172 pounds, brown hair, graying, medium complexion, may seek work as a hospital technician, machinist, barber, or composer of crossword puzzles. This fugitive has a 1-inch oblique scar over left eyebrow, tip of left index finger amputated, has tattoo of red and blue bulldog head, right forearm, has complete set of upper and lower dentures, which he may not be wearing, sometimes wears glasses, is interested in astrology, and composes crossword puzzles.
McDermott reportedly carries a snub-nosed revolver in right coat pocket. Consider him dangerous. Attention all citizens. Be vigilant for Herbert Bechtel, wanted by the FBI for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution for the crime of robbery. His official description.
Herbert Dennis Bechtel, age 37, 5 feet 7, 175 to 80 pounds, stocky build, brown hair, brown eyes, ruddy complexion, may seek work as a beekeeper or a dairyman.
This man has a 2-inch scar on chin. Nail on left ring finger is marred. He has a 6-inch scar on back of left leg. Ball of his left heel has been amputated, causing limp. He may be wearing mustache and long sideburns and have hair dyed and artificially waved.
Caution. Bechtel may be armed and has reportedly stated that he will not be taken alive. He should be considered extremely dangerous. If you have any information concerning these clues, notify your local police, the nearest office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or gangbusters at once. Tonight's Gangbusters case was dramatized by Art Wallace and directed by Leonard L. Bass, with Bob Haig, Maurice Tarplin, and Bryna Rayburn in leading roles. Gaylord Avery speaking.